2. Right. Typical Crestman, how's it going? Make sure my game volume is turned down a bit. Set up Santa Fe Intermodal. Hello there, General Kenobi. That was ST4S2, how you doing? We're driving Santa Fe Intermodal. Because why not? B40-8W leading, followed by a C44-9, a GP60B, GP60M, GP60M, and another GP60M. Good. That's good. Clear signal, milepost 731. B40-8W is used for one thing and one thing only. I never really understand. I mean, well, no, I guess I kind of see. I mean, because it said that B40-8Ws actually did pretty good at what they were. Just I don't know why BNSF never really kept them that long. I guess because 4-axle power just proved itself, or 6-axle power proved itself superior at that point. So. Because back then crews only relied on 4-axle power because the 4-axle power back then ran smoother. Shiny Warbonnet lash up with just a random Maersk unit right there. Unit 542 leading, I don't know how Santa Fe designated their trains back then, like by IDs. I don't know how they did back then, but oh well. Interstate 215 right above us. That's the emptiest interstate in the world. Nah, not really. I just know that cars don't run on this map. I can imagine being a Santa Fe rail fan back then. All you get is these shiny war bonnets passing by you. High power 4-axle locos just can't pull heavy trains that well, plus trains are getting heavier every time. Yeah, that makes more sense. Especially in this time with PSR making longer and longer trains. There's really no way of a 4-axle locomotive to single-handedly pull a train anymore. Especially for purpose-built locomotives like GP60s being purpose-built for intermodals, but you only see them in yard work anymore. I imagine traction's not that good on 4-axle units neither, so... What a traitor by a school friend of mine. What do you mean? Like she did scum behavior. What are you talking about? Like how I noticed that the fuel tanks on the B40-8Ws are notably smaller, and the air pumps and air compressors are just directly in front of them instead of just being inside them like that. Clear signal 68.3. If this rural crossing right here where there's a random log cabin right there. But that's a comfortable cabin. You're living right here in the smack middle of the desert with just rural rails right here, both Santa Fe and the Southern Pacific. Private crossing, look both ways. It has a CSX tag on it. 55 mile an hour. Ah, jeez. I would have started to stream earlier, but my Trainz decided to crash when I started, so I had to restart my computer. What train are we doing? I'm just driving a random Santa Fe intermodal. Just a Santa Fe B40-8 leading. Green, milepost 68.3. Let's get the train going by right here at this crossing, because why not? Looks like everything turned out not good. What do you mean? Abandoned campers. I mean, I'd probably rebuild this camper. Just live out in it. I got the runaway sand right here. Notice the EMD interior cab will go inside that B40-8. Yeah. It's because this B40-8 is like one of Jordan Rail's old models, so it didn't have a custom cab. So instead, just has the DDA 40X interior for whatever reason. But if I was to hop into C44-9, then you get this. A great big -9 lettering right there. Talking about a girl from my school involving scamming people. Oh, jeez. One mile a minute. I think that's saying. Or 0 miles a minute now. Turnover era of between when EMDs and GEs were equally as common, but now GEs are more common than EMDs now. Big curve. Right over an invisible bridge. There's a little 2-lane road right there. Seeing a train with just in big letters that say Santa Fe on the side of them. The Atchison, Topeka, and Santa Fe Railroad. Hey, at least this interior is not all bad. You get a fan. A upside down desk fan, but whatever. You get a fan. Clear signal. 66.7. bells usually turn on when the horn is activated. That depends on which locomotive model it is. On post 66. Imagine the cowboy's name was Woody. Yeah. Woody the cowboy. Totally not thinking about whatever. This is a little interesting little split off right here. Like I think one rail's like the old, it's like an old, it's like the original right of way from the 1800s. The other one's like a new one, which I'm not sure which is which, but that's fine. At least you get nice scenery though. Just a big giant desert with just a bunch of trees everywhere. And the highway in the distance. Ugh, Lord. To the blue sky, I don't care. It's a red bottle. I'm gonna shake it. I'm gonna shake, rattle and roll. More signals. And this that sign says Cajon, what it looks like. Yeah, Cajon. But I heard another reason why BNSF ditched GP60Ms before HAWs rural surge because they're Rough Riders thanks to Y cabs installed on them. I know that was the case for GP60Ms. They were rough. I'm not sure about the B40-8Ws though, although I imagine they were probably about the same as the C40-8Ws. Maybe good at first, but over time they just wore out, got rough. That's my assumption. At least that's my thinking. It is. Red versus green. Red. The south line is the old 1880s line. Okay. Random buildings over there. What about SD70M? It's not an isolated cab. Well, the SD70M has the whisper cab. I mean, they have some SD70Ms have a big sticker on them that say whisper cab. Chartreuse rail fanning, how's it going? Hey, NW Productions, good seeing you again. Hope you're doing well. Here, you know what? I'm gonna switch routes. I'm gonna go on my quick remaster of City and Country right here. I love B40-8Ws. Yeah, I mean, they were unique for what they were, but not necessarily the best thing out in the rails. I have random Mario music playing on my TV in the background. So if you're hearing that, then that's what you're hearing. Same trim in the North Valley, Matt leading it. Is it possible to lengthen Highland Valley Yard? I mean, yeah, but you have to do a lot of, you know, route edits. There we go. So if we compare ATSF locomotives, let me get some Santa Fe locomotives I have out. So you have a B40-8, the C40-8, W should specify, and the -9W. I guess you can count the C3-7 as well, plus Kodachrome. And GP60M. Looks cool, but not really a successful locomotive. We have this fancy looking Maersk one. Called a BNSF 554 switching. Still one of my most prized catches, so that's cool. Here's SD75M. Santa Fe SD75M, the weird, like, I think, like, slightly boosted up version of the SD70M. I remember I lengthened the rail yard in the city country USA route back in 2017. That's cool. Santa Fe. Crews did not like GP60Ms. No, they did not. The GP60Ms were rattle traps, according to crews. God, my hand's numb. Railfan Hunter, how's it going? Here's some BN. Tornado from hell. I've caught one GP60M is trailing on BNSF Manifest Holbrook. Huh. Me and Caleb are friends again. That's good. BN 6705. BN had probably my favorite paint scheme, and honestly, it's probably because I'm biased because green's my favorite color. So the old BN, yep, good old BN. Here's the Bicentennial. I don't know, I think the thing that makes BN stick out to me is the safety stripes on the front nose. I really like that for some reason. Sitting Bull, Spirit of 76, number 1876. Then later, BN opted for the orange nose because somehow because the green was blending in with like trees and stuff, so they made like the orange face or the safety stripe orange, just so it could be visible better. Which eventually evolved to the white face. I love bicentennial units, yeah. In fact, speaking of bicentennial units, the Milwaukee Road bicentennial unit, aka Milwaukee 156, even after it got repainted back to classic Milwaukee Road colors. You can still make out the bicentennial paint on it. In fact, its repaint got flaking off. You can still make out the original bicentennial paint on a Milwaukee 156. What do you think of AML-7001? I never heard of that. Nevada Northern held a contest to design a bicentennial SD9, and they chose a bland white one in the end, where they were much cooler when submitted. Yeah, most railroads going for most like touristy, most like smaller railroads and whatnot. They always like to choose like the blandest paint schemes because it's cheaper to do it that way. They don't want to spend like thousands just to make fancier paint schemes. The pre-BNSF orange, yeah, you can debate that. What should we drive here? Northern Pacific, anyone? Northern Pacific's one of those slept-on railroads, if you ask me. Milwaukee 156 preserved at Oklahoma Railway Museum. Oh yeah, that's right. I heard they're gonna paint it back to its original self. St. Louis Southwestern 9389 is my favorite bicentennial because I'm biased to the Southern Pacific and St. Louis Southwestern. Oh yeah. Yeah. You mean yeah, this. Honestly, this thing was kind of confusing for me to call it either Cotton Belt or Southern Pacific, but then I'm opted to call it both because it says Southern Pacific in the front, and even then Cotton Belt was a subsidiary for Southern Pacific, so it's easy to call it both. I also thought CPKC was a completely lazy name. I believe I saw GP60M involved in 1996 Cajon Pass wreck at NCTD Stewart Mesa maintenance facility a year or two ago. Oh, that's cool. I actually have a photo of it, really. But here, what should we drive here? Should we drive BN, Southern Pacific, or... Too bad this unit was destroyed in the crash. Oh yeah. If you want to talk about the like underrated special painted units, this one's not a bicentennial unit, but it almost looks like one. What about the Southern Pacific Olympic unit? This thing. It's not a bicentennial unit, but still, it looks really nice. It's the Southern Pacific Olympics unit. And unfortunately, this unit was also destroyed in a crash. Like it was involved in a head-on collision. It was damaged beyond repair and scrapped. This thing looks really neat. Safety, productivity, quality, cost, critical C's. I had no idea that existed. Yeah, a lot of people didn't know it existed. Southern Pacific had some really unique locomotives in their roster. Like the weird SD44Rs holding the daylight paint scheme. And like weird versions of the U-boats, like the U-33Cs. Or a train master. Crappy model, but oh well, it's the only Trainmaster one you could find, so. For the next Olympics opening ceremony in LA, they should have it in a garbage dump for the most accurate representation for the state of California. Literally. Ugh, jeez. Reminds me of Dejara 521. Oh, yeah. Actually, let's try some Amtrak. I haven't done Amtrak in a while. But at the same Daylight Unit had a prototype earlier which looked like a Diet Union Pacific. Diet Union Pacific. Yeah. I'm not sure like the exact concepts of Amtrak cars, so I'm just gonna put a bunch of Amfleets like this. My take on Rails of Higham Valley is very strange. Okay. Viewliner. No. Yeah, that's fine enough. It's best I could do for Amtrak because I don't know anything about Amtrak consist or Amtrak railcar consist. Let's see here. Go this way. Over here. /Summer Civic 6833 was destroyed in a head-on collision between two Rio Grande trains at Gimsum, Kansas. Oh. That's unfortunate. Alright. Here we go. Amtrak. .54 and 239. In Japan, I might be able to make it to the ceremony of 60th anniversary at the Tokaido Shinkansen. Well, good luck on that. You know, thinking back to the Fukushima line disaster back in 2005 really makes me wonder like how they're able to just genuinely get away with such harsh programs within the Japanese rail network. I mean, I get it, a lot of Japanese people really rely on the trains just to get to work and stuff because there's a lot of communities there that are too cramped to use a car, or just people just prefer using the train over a car. Clear signal? Isn't there a clear signal? Ninkun Kyoku, meaning daytime reduction, or daytime re-education. I mean, most Japanese railways stopped it after privatization. JR West toned it down after the incident. JR Central is the only one who does it. JR West and Kyushu allegedly toned it down after 2005. JR East, Hokkaido, and Shikoku stopped after privatization. JR Central still does it. I wonder how JR Central can still get away with it. Flashing green. We going this way. I'm gonna get it running by here. Conductor and engineer unions in Japan aren't strong enough. We're a force to be reckoned with. Commits to crazy 3421 incident. SB 2015. And Canada. Yeah, because we're different here in the Western world. It's Japan, what do you expect? I don't know, I mean, just cultures are different. I mean, there's no real shame in judging them on how different they are, because especially after World War II, the Japanese got a little bit more sensitive to things, especially after World War II, because they were absolutely barbaric, like pre-World War II and stuff. Like, they were hardcore barbarics. But after World War II, and after like we shown them that, hey, we have the nuclear bomb, you know, naturally that would scare them. And Japan is one of the more xenophobic cultures, meaning they don't take too well to outsiders, but at the same time they don't really pay attention much, because they are busy people there. I'm gonna put another train right here. I'll make it Santa Fe. I'll run a GB40X. Just some empty flat cars. They will probably still run trains, but refuse payments in the event of a strike. I heard they did this during a bus strike once. When I was there, everyone, even the other rail fans, were friendly and welcoming. I'm still going to keep my guard up, though. Yeah, I mean, again, people are different there. I mean, they have different views on people, but for the most part, like, political-wise, they're kind of xenophobic. Blue bonnet units. And Canada is also facing a strike from both CN and CPKC. Is this from Switchback? Yeah, I think it is. did say right that I'm going to find a copy of Machiavelli when I'm there. At least try to. It's not bad for a kit bash unit. Unpopular opinion, foreign trains do not deserve to be preserved or operate in the U.S. Now that's debatable. It really depends on how you view it. Poor Jordan. Sorry if I'm being quiet here, I'm just messaging somebody. But, here, I'll be right back, you guys. Just gotta do something real quick. I'm gonna go grab a drink, too. Alright, so I'm gonna have to end the live stream right here because I